Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's market, you will find many laptop cooling pads equipped with large turbofans, flashy RGB lights, LCD displays, and adjustable RPMs. These pads often boast ability to cool down laptops by more than 20 degrees Celsius. However, there's a trade-off. Larger fans mean increased airflow but also more noise. These cooling pads can become uncomfortably loud at high speeds during intense gaming sessions. The laptop cooling pad that I will be reviewing today is the Flydigi BS1, which is a part of a new generation of cooling pads. The BS1 claims to maintain silence even at higher fan speeds due to its unique design and sound silencing mechanism. They also claim that it has a well-engineered exhaust system and a special padding for sound deadening. Let's explore whether the BS1 lives up to its promises or if it's just another pricey cooling pad in a different skin. Now let's start this review with a quick unboxing. It feels like a very good quality product in hands. I hope it performs the same. It has metal grills, soft memory foam for sealing the air. The air intake is at the backside of this cooling pad, which reminds me of a spaceship exhaust. This is a very unique design element. I've never seen this before in cooling pads. It is powered via a Type-C port. You can adjust the size of this cooling pad according to your laptop by pulling this handle. And for preventing your laptop from slipping, you can raise this baffle. Underneath the cooling pad, you can see the anti-slip pads along with the cold air intake. It is designed in such a way that it produces less sound and it controls the vortex wind noise. It also has stands at the back, so you can adjust the angle of this cooling pad according to your laptop. They have designed it in such a way that the fans of this cooling pad are parallel to the fans of the GPU and CPU of the laptop. And you don't have to make up such a large cooling pad. You can just adjust the handles and your laptop will fit accordingly. I will use a fast charger for providing power to this cooling pad. You can use your laptop's Type-C cable and power this cooling pad directly with your laptop, but it will not perform that great, and at 3000 RPM you will have to still provide the power via a fast charger, so it's better to just use a fast charger. These light bars indicate the operating speed of the fan. If only one light is blinking, it means that the fan is running at its lowest speed, that is 1500 RPM. When there are two bars of light, it means it's running at 2300 RPM. And if we press again and turn it into 2700, then there will be 3 bars of light. And the fourth mode, the highest RPM mode, is overclocking mode. When you press the button again, it will blink into whitish bluish light and it will pass through all these bars. It will be in overclocking mode and the RPM will be 3000 RPM. If you install the Space Station software, the cooling pad will automatically adjust its fan speeds according to the temperature of the laptop. At this moment, the cooling pad is running at 2700 RPM and the noise level is pretty much low. This really impressed me. But let's see how this cooling pad really performs in the tests. Only then we will decide this cooling pad is worth it or not. So let's start the test. For this test, I will be playing Forza Horizon 5 on a Husky gaming laptop, which has a Core i7 processor, a 2060 GTX graphic card, and 16 GB of RAM. I will play Forza Horizon in a similar area and the test length will be the same. We will check the BS1 at different RPMs and compare its noise and cooling performance with a different brand cooling pad which also has a turbofan, and also compare it with the laptop's own cooling fan without any cooling pad. I will start the game and I will stay quiet so you can listen to the sound of the fan, and at the end of each clip we will see the temperature. The room temperature is 27 centigrade. I have sped up the video for saving time. In the initial seconds of this video, you might have noticed there is not much noise from the fan of the laptop, but the temperature is high. And now let's see what temperature did we get without a cooling pad. At 1500 RPM, the B1 has no noise that is recorded by the speaker. It's just like the laptop fan is running, no additional noise, but the temperature difference is not that much. 7 for the GPU and 67 for the CPU. At 2300 there was not much noise either, and you can hear the game noise clearly, and the fan didn't disturb any noise or sound coming from the game itself. Even at 2700 RPM, the game noise was still clear. You can hear the car and all the environmental sounds of the game, and the fan noise was not disrupting the gameplay. Picture was 68 for the GPU and 60 for the CPU. At 3000 RPM, you can hear the fan a little bit, but not that much. It's not crazily impacting the game environmental and car noise, and it is bearable. Temperature has decreased to 67 for the GPU and 59 for the CPU. And this is a turbofan cooling pad from some other brand. You can hear that it's so noisy at 2800 RPM. It is effectively cooling, but the noise is unbearable. You can hardly hear the game sounds, and it's muffled. You can only hear a muffled sound. There's no more sharpness in the sound, and you can hear the fan roaring. As it's obvious from this graph that there is a huge difference in temperature without using the cooling pad and with using a cooling pad. And I will focus on the 2700 RPM performance of the B1. You can see it's comparable with the 3000 RPM. And if you consider the noise, there is no much difference in noise levels too. But using the turbofan cooling pad of another brand, it was performing quite well, and the temperature difference was huge, and it did bring the temperature down. But the noise was too much, and you cannot play the game without using headphones. The temperature difference between no cooling pad and the Flydigi B1 at 3000 RPM was 18 degrees centigrade for the GPU and 15 degrees centigrade for the CPU. While the no cooling pad versus the turbofan pad, the temperature difference at 2800 RPM was 18 degrees centigrade for the GPU, and for the CPU it was 16 degrees centigrade. So there was just a difference of 1 degree centigrade in the temperature of the CPU. But there was a huge difference in the noise levels. And at 2700 RPM, the GPU temperature difference was 16 degrees centigrade and the CPU temperature difference was 14 degrees centigrade. So gaming is possible even at 2700 RPM. This cooling pad is not noisy even at 3000 RPM, so you don't need to wear headphones while gaming. The design of this cooling pad is compact in comparison to other cooling pads available. It supports automatic fan speed regulation according to the temperature of the laptop, but for that you have to install a special software called Space Station software. The styling and design of this cooling pad is futuristic and inspired by science fiction. It really looks like a spaceship. So this was all about today's video. If this video was helpful for you, a like will be really appreciated. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till next time, have a good one.